Hey buddy, it's Crazy24 and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. In the last one, we went through All-Star Mode as another one of the three clone fighters, that being Lucina. We went through as her, played a little bit as Marth, technically, both just some differing qualities, I guess, but still, a lot of fun. This time around though, we're going to be heading through All-Star Mode as Shulk, one of my personal favorite sword fighters in the game. Let's see what we go in as. So Shulk's got some pretty alright outfits. Again, I'm more of a fan of the standard one. He's got some pretty interesting ones, especially his swimsuit outfit, which is a pretty funny one. I don't know which one to go for honestly today. Maybe I just say screw it and go for it as a swimsuit outfit. Why the heck not? Let's just do it. Let's go through as swimsuit Shulk. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty interesting, but let's do it. Definitely quite excited though about playing as Shulk because again, I've always been a big fan of Shulk in Smash Brothers. Very big fan of this character. He used to be my second best back in Smash 4. This is like maybe around like 2015, 2016. And he was for a time my main in Ultimate. He still could be my main in Ultimates. It's just that like I haven't been playing him like nearly as much anymore. I've just kind of like have been absent with him in my arsenal, my character arsenal. I feel like I'm decent at Shulk, but then every time I play him, especially like in a lot of matches, I feel like I just suck as him, you know what I'm saying? So then like I kind of give up on the character. I'm just like, okay, if I'm this bad at a character, it's just like, why do I even bother playing as them? You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like sometimes in that kind of mindset. I shouldn't be, but it's kind of in the mindset I usually am in. But yeah. Anyways, with Shulk though, we've got some trivia to read through, so let's get things started here right now. On Smash for the 3DS, Shulk's armorless alternate costume will cause part of his neck to stretch and connect with the Monado during his on-screen appearance and down taunt. However, this is not the case if the game is paused via pausing or holding the L option in the training mode. Similarly, on the same frame as taking hit stun, the Monado's active art symbol will flash in front of Shulk's neck. Both of these graphical glitches are due to his neck sharing the same bone as the Monado's ring. So that's pretty strange. So like, yeah, apparently like, is it? Actually, I think I kind of see it actually. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I am wrong, but I feel like I kind of see it. Yeah, I kind of see it actually. That's weird as hell. Okay. Weird. Anyways, another piece of trivia. If playing on any 2D stages on Smash for 3DS, such as Flatstone 2 or Super Mario Maker, the Monado's Beam Blade will not align properly during his victory pose, in which he swings the Monado twice, his victory pose in which he wields the Monado in a reverse grip, and Chain Attack's final hit. So, Shulk's got some graphical glitches in the 3DS version for some reason. I don't know why. But I guess they just didn't perfect things with Shulk. I mean, Shulk's kind of a complicated character to program, so I can kind of understand that. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, they could have done a little bit better, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't want to be like that guy, but like, still. You know, I feel like we've gone over so many graphical glitches at this point that are present in this game. Also, damn, I'm like doing crazy right now with Shulk. I need to use some of the Monados, actually. I don't know what to use, though. I feel like Smash objectively would be the best option just because of the fact that I get that extra knockback power, so I can kill them off even easier than previously. At the same time though, I don't really want to kill them off super quickly because I kind of also want to work on like getting a good high score. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword almost, you know? I don't know, it's hard to say if I really want to like go for that Monado. Maybe like Buster to bring up the damage, but then like I have to do it over and over again. It's like it's not always gonna kill. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Next piece of trivia. Shulk makes a few references to his home game. He retains his jumping animation from Xenoblade Chronicles, while his dashing animation and one of his idle poses are almost identical to how they appeared in this inset game as well. When it is not in use, the Monado simply hangs from his back. This carryover makes Shulk the only sword-wielding character in the Super Smash Bros. Series that does not hold their sword when not attacking with it. Ganondorf in the Sword of the Sixth stages are exempt because of that sword's usage as a weapon only, occurring as a custom move. So many of his voice clips are re-recorded versions of the lines that he would speak throughout Xenoblade Chronicles. His alternate Blast KO line, "Not good," is a reference to one of his battle lines from Xenoblade Chronicles, "Not good, I'm losing it," which he mutters when his tension is at its lowest level in battle. This also makes Shulk one of the few characters to speak after being KO'd. After being KO'd, I actually kind of forgot he does that. It's kind of funny. That is kind of funny. But yeah, so, I mean, as you guys probably know, Ganondorf obviously does have a sword with him. He literally does. He's had it technically since Brawl. Actually, since Melee, because he has it in his in one of his victory poses. But he just never really used it until technically Smash 4, because he actually does get it as a custom move for his neutral special, which is really freaking sick. I'm glad they actually like decided to add that. Yeah, it wasn't until Ultimate where they like fully incorporated it into his moveset, which is really nice. I'm glad they finally did. I feel like he deserves that for sure. But yeah, so like for 3 games straight, he's technically had the sword with him and present in certain ways, but you know, it wasn't until finally we get some usage of it. At least in this game, we get something, right? Some little sneak peek of it, which is pretty nice. I do remember a lot of time when playing Brawl growing up. I always saw Ganondorf had that sword on him, and I'm just like, why does he have the sword, but he doesn't use it? So it's always been strange, like doing his downtime, I think it was, and he just not even using the sword. He just kind of has it. He's like, hey, here it is. I'll show it off a little bit, and just puts it back in. So a little funny, but yeah. Oh, is it like speaking of Zelda, there's a character or an enemy from that game. Alright, what we got next? Shulk is the only character to tumble towards the screen when another character footstool jumps on him, whereas other characters would tumble towards the direction they were facing. He is also the only character to hit the screen with his back during a screen KO. These animations make the Monado and its active art more visible to the player. Shulk is the only human sword-wielding character that uses a wobbling sound effect while charging up smash attacks instead of the unsheathing sound that the rest of the sword-wielding characters use. So it'd be that one? I think so, yeah. While charging up smash attacks. So yeah, it has to be that one, which is like basically what most characters have, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think like most of the characters, like most smash attacks would have that charge up sound effect. But obviously it's a bit different for like the standard like sword fighters. You better relax to it, buddy. But yeah, I'm actually having a lot of fun playing as Shulk. I really do like Shulk a lot. I want to try and get better as him again. It's been a while since I've really like actively tried playing as him, both in Smash 4 and in Ultimate. I really feel like Shulk deserves a spotlight, absolutely. He's always been one of my favorite characters, even before he got the buffs in Ultimate, you know, when he's like standard Shulk here in Smash 4. I do like Shulk a lot in Smash 4, I really do. He's a very fun character. Obviously he does get a lot better in Ultimate for sure, but like still, you know, he's still very fun and very good in this game. So it's gonna be kind of hard to like kind of switch between the two games, especially with like Shulk's like frame data and whatnot, and like how the Monado works. So yeah, it's like a little different between games, which might make it a little bit difficult to properly like use and transition between. But I don't know. Anyways, next up. Shulk and Palutena are the only characters who can interrupt one of their aerials during their ending frames. In Shulk's case, he can interrupt all of his aerials during their ending frames, which allows him to act out of them before he lands. One example is replacing a back aerial's 19 frames of landing lag by performing a neutral aerial before landing, decreasing its landing lag to 10 frames. That's actually pretty useful. I never really knew that, but that's pretty cool. Okay. That's pretty interesting. If I can like maybe incorporate that into like playing as Shulk, that'd be pretty cool. But I just gotta kind of keep that in mind. So it's like kind of using back air and then having to not deal with the full 19 frames of ending lag. You go for a neutral air, so it ends up being the whole 10 frames, which is pretty interesting. I don't know how to really like, show that off. I'm getting to practice a little bit more of that, but yeah. I kind of understand how it works, but not really, so definitely something I need to like really learn how to do. But definitely something that's like worth doing, especially if you're like playing a character like Shulk. who already has like just general really bad ending like for like his moves and whatnot. So like it definitely will be useful to like learn something like that to like help with his frame data and whatnot. Okay, I need to get rid of Charizard quick because I'm not having another instance like Dark Pit episodes. Yeah, I do not want to die from a freaking Flare Blitz again. Backslash. Didn't kill. All right. Hold up. Where is he? There he is. Air slash kill. We take those. Cloud almost just got destroyed by that bridge just like dipping on him. That would be kind of funny actually. But I always like forget how cool this stage is though. I love Pokemon League so much. I really love this stage a lot. Ooh, that did nothing. Okay, how did Flare Blitz do so? To be fair though, I was like kind of high damage, so like I guess it kind of makes sense. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, how the hell did Flare Blitz do so much knockback that one episode? And freaking, what was it, Cross Slash with Limit Break did, like, nothing. That's pretty interesting. But Pocket Plus, okay. New move for Villager, I'll take it. Not complaining about that. It's definitely the new moves. Hey, Waddle Dee, my boy. Man, that makes me want to play some more Kirby games at some point soon. Anyways, next trivia. Shulk is one of only 3 characters to fight a stage boss in an event, the other 2 being Mega Man and Rob, who are coincidentally fought by Shulk in said event. The voice clip of Shulk's 3rd victory pose, "I can change the future," is missing from the sound test. Okay, intriguing as to why, but I mean, I don't know. Guess they just didn't really want to add it in. I don't know. Maybe just like another like error, I guess. I don't know, it's hard to say. There's a lot of things that I'm just like, why did they not do this, or why did they do this? I don't know. You can't really like, it's hard to really know what game developers were thinking at the time, or publishers or what. Probably developers themselves actually. Also, why are we playing on this stage again? Like genuinely, I don't need this stage. We played this stage way too freaking much. It was nice to actually change of pace to play on Tortimore Island last episodes, which was really cool. But, like either this stage or, what was it, 3D Land, I think the name of that stage is? Not the biggest fan of either, honestly. I'm gonna be honest with you. If the 3D Land stage wasn't a rolling stage, wasn't a side-scrolling stage, then I would have a lot less of an issue with that stage, absolutely. But the fact that it is a side-scrolling stage, you know, they're never fun. They are never fun. Heck, we like, now that I noticed, we've barely even gotten Mushroom Kingdom for the 2nd stage. Because that's the stage we've gotten a few times already, but like, we don't get that super often, honestly. Which, hey, I'm not complaining about. I don't even know what stage we typically get for that one. Maybe Gerudo Valley we typically get? I think Gerudo Valley is like a really popular one we get for that one. I think so, but I don't know. I honestly, like, kind of already forgot. Alright, final piece of trivia. It's a bit of a lengthier one. Despite not being a third-party character, Shulk is placed alongside them in most official material, including the Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS roster and foldouts. In the Smash Bros. For Wii U roster, Shulk is placed before the clones, whereas its manual has him placed before Bowser Jr. As a result of this placement, Shulk may be mistaken as a third-party character. Due to Nintendo's acquisition of Monolith Soft in 2007, prior to the development of Xenoblade Chronicles, however, Shulk is not a third-party character. This makes Shulk one of 4 characters whose placement on the character selection screen... Wait, what? This makes Shulk one of 4 characters whose placement on the character selection screen whose placement differs between the 3DS and Wii U versions, alongside Mr. Game & Watch, Duck Hunt, and Little Mac. That last sentence is really confusing for a second because they say whose placement like 2 times. So I was like, well, that doesn't make much sense to me, but yeah. Oh, isn't that fitting? You get to play on Garplane as Shulk, so you know what, I'll take it, I guess. I do like to, no, never mind, what the frick am I saying? I'll just say, oh yeah, I like this stage a lot. No, I don't. This stage freaking sucks. I really do dislike this stage a lot. Which again is a shame because it's a cool stage. Sort of. I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die. I'm surprised I actually killed. What the heck? Also, here's actually clothed Shulk, who should have got hit there, but he didn't. Man, this is just so garbage. I really do not like the stage. Oh, but what can you do? At least we're at the end. We're having a pretty good time with Shulk. I actually had a really enjoyable run through with Shulk today. Again, Shulk is one of those characters that I just always enjoy playing as, no matter what. He's just always super fun to play. Super fun. Definitely an enjoyable fighter. Ever since I started playing as him back in like, I don't know, like 10, 11 years ago. Oh my gosh, it feels so long ago. Actually, no, not 11. The game hasn't been 11 years old yet. It has been. It's like a little over 10 years older now. I think like maybe like 9, 10 years older. Wait, no, 9, 10 years ago. Sorry, that was the last time, or that was like around when I started playing the Shulk. What did he just say? What did Corn just say to me? Oh, the backslash just fall onto him. I love to see it. Come on, good score. I had a feeling we would not get super good on the score. I feel like I was killing a little bit too fast. But what can you do? At least we got a new down special for Shulk, which is pretty cool. Dash Vision. I think it's just like a faster, weaker version. I'm pretty sure. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's Shulk's run through. All finished. Okay, credits, let's do it. Pretty interesting outfit that they actually chose for Shulk's trophy there. I mean, I like it, it's a good one. I definitely do like the blue a lot. But it would have been kind of fun if they went for the shirtless Shulk, for sure. The swimsuit Shulk, the one that gets all the girls crazy. So, yeah. Also, speaking of which, I actually have it right here in this picture right in the background. It's pretty funny. But yeah, there's Shulk. There's Shulk. I mean, he's got a lot of really good tools to him. I definitely do recommend using him as a character for sure. Absolutely. He's such a fun character. Definitely a little complicated, you know, especially when you're like trying to use Minato. So, you know, definitely has a little bit of a learning curve to him. But definitely a worthwhile character to like try and like check out and like, you know, and learn a bit of, you know what I'm saying? Definitely would recommend the character. This comes from a person who like previously main Shulk, so you know, I feel like I'm as good of as anyone to recommend the character for sure. There's a lot of characters I would absolutely recommend for anyone to really play. Some of them a lot, you know, more complicated than others. Like Shulk obviously being one of them. I don't know who else though. I mean, like, who's a character I really enjoy? That I really enjoy playing that's pretty complicated. I mean, Lucas has always been like a complicated character for people to play. Definitely not an easy choice, especially when starting off. But 100% worthwhile character to like actually learn and like do stuff with. He's super fun. I love Lucas. He's one of my favorite characters of all time. Fox is like sort of complicated, sort of. It's like here and there. He is a little complicated depending on like the game you play him in and like, you know, what you plan on doing with him. Sort of, he is sort of complicated. But definitely another worthwhile character. I don't know, there's some others I'd say I'd recommend. There's a lot of characters I'd recommend. Both easy and simple. Mario, of course, is a classic. Link is a little complicated. You really want to like make use of those projectiles, absolutely. You know, yeah, that's kind of like the main thing about him. But it's like his main sword is like really freaking good too. Can kind of like go into combos, end combos really well. Can really end combos easily with like his up B, you know. A lot of recommendations. But today, we're doing Shulk. Speaking of Shulk, here is the alt trophy. Shulk's up special air slash is an upward slash done during a jump. Press the button again quickly to launch opponents sideways. His side special backslash, on the other hand, is a downward swing with a very wide range, though using it leaves Shulk wide open. Try hitting foes from behind with this. You know, it actually wasn't until recently where I'm pretty sure I was literally doing Shulk's classic mode episodes where I found out that backslash actually does more damage and more knockback if you were to hit opponents on their back. You know, it makes sense, but the fact that it took me this long to know is crazy. I don't know why it did, but it just did. So yeah, that shows my observance. I just knew sometimes I was just like, oh, I get these really cool big hits on characters, but why do I get them? I don't know. But now I know, so there we go. Maybe now I can like properly, you know, learn and main Shulk. Whatever. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching today's episode of Super Smash Bros. for the 3DS. In the next one, we're going to be going through All-Star Mode. With the final row of, well, not the final row because we still got DLC, but like the final row at least on this main page. The final few here. Okay, you know what? The final base characters in the game, whatever. We're going through as Pac-Man next time. First third-party character, pretty excited about this one. And yeah, so we'll just see how it goes. So subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including the Twitch, second channel, music channel, and VOD channel are down in the description, as they usually are. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Pop-Tarts out.